What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brian from American Auto coming at you today with a special new video. We're going to try and get a dent out of the tank on this Harley. So we done went to the store. We got the parts. $15 kit from Harbor Freight. It's a crossbar dent puller. So we're going to try it out and see how it works. So let's jump right into it. Now let's get this door shut down. All right, so, it's the evening time. Technically I should be going inside, but I'm not, because this is something that's bugging me and it needs to be done. But this bike has been dropped a couple times, but it's been dropped on the opposite side. But this was sitting under a carport kind of deal, and a contractor was working on the house and drops a 2x4, a board, and it comes down and hits the side of this gas tank, leaves a nice ding in it, right? So I've never done PDR before, the paintless dent removal, but what I have found out is Harbor Freight sells a crossbar dent removal kit from Pittsburgh, $15.99. So it's not expensive, but I've seen this being used on a couple channels from amateur guys, and they were able to get dents out of motorcycle tanks with it. So that's why we went and picked it up, because if it works, it's great. If it don't, 15 bucks. So, you know, how do you go wrong? Guys, y'all know the majority of my tools are all from Harbor Freight. I do not have a sponsorship with Harbor Freight, so Harbor Freight, holler at me. I'd love to you know, work with your tools and tell you how they do. But no, I spend a bunch of money at Harbor Freight. Like, you know, it's quantity over quality for sure. Just so you can see what we're working with, we are working with this beautiful specimen here. A 2005 Harley FXDX, I think. I do not know what all them letters, the FX and all that stuff stands for. What I can tell you is this is a Harley Dynaglide Super, or Harley Super Dynaglide, okay? And yeah, and you can see the dent right there that we got to get out. Now you can understand why I'm not trying to take the tank off and get it that way. So, yeah, and I really don't know if this is going to work or not. If it does, that'll be great, because I can cut and buff that and get the scuff out of it, along with this one up here. Now there's a mark right there, and there's another one on the back fender too that needs to come out. But that's okay. I can work around all that. Oh, another question. When you park your bikes, do you always turn the gas off? I do. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, or what you do. Anyway, so this is the kit. We're going to get it opened up here, and let's get started with it. All right, so we got the glue gun heating up right now, and it comes with two different pullers. You get the big circle one here, or you get this little oval guy here. And this little oval guy looks like it may fit right in that dent, okay? So, before we go too far, we're going to get this adjusted how we want it. Go ahead and take this wing nut off with the big round guy while we're letting that glue heat up. Now, they send you a scraper. They send you a poly punch so you can make it if there's any hard edges. And they send you the two pads and the release agent. So let's see how it goes. I've never done this before. Honestly, I was planning on this being one of them deals where I was going to have to body work it. So there's that. But turns out I didn't have to. So what I'm going to do in advance is set this bar to the width I need it. So let me turn you guys around here so you can see this somehow. I think you can see that. And we'll set this right here. Unlock this one. We'll go midways on this one here, right about there. And probably do the same here. Something like that maybe. That'll be about the closest I can get with it. So, let's see what happens. Okay. Well, they only send you 3 glue sticks. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Now, it says we got to let that sit for 10 minutes. So I'll bring you guys back when it's time to pull. So I may be getting a little impatient. It's only been about 5 minutes, but the glue seems good and hard. So I'm going to turn you guys around here. We're going to put the bar on and see what happens. It may work, and if it don't, then I'll re-glue it again and let it sit for 10 minutes this time. All right. All right, so let's put this crossbar on there, and let's see what happens. All right. Ah, it fell right off, like right off. All right, so I'm gonna have to really glue goop it big time. All right, I'll bring you back in there. So maybe I'm doing something wrong, because I saw it online and the guy using the same exact kit, and it worked like a champ. Although it was a bigger dent than this, but it worked like a champ. But that ain't doing nothing. I followed every step the way they had it, and it's doing nothing. So I am going to go back and do some more research and see if maybe I'm doing something wrong or what, because that's still there, and now it's starting to piss me off. So, because overall, guys, this bike is beautiful, but there's that dent. So yeah, anyway, yep. All right, I'll go think about it and see where I'm screwing up here. All right, guys, it's been about a week, and I came back and tried it again and tried it again. I let it set for 10 minutes. I let it set for 20 minutes. I let it set all the way up for 30 minutes. Let the glue get good and hard, and no matter what, we didn't get no good outcome. Tell the dent is still there. Now, I know why. There's a couple factors that go into this, okay? One is this dent is all the way back here in this corner, and that steel, that metal in that tank, it's a lot harder to get metal to move from right there. So the only other option is, once I get all the gas out of it, we're going to have to go in through the tank, which means I'm going to take this top off, go in with a rod through here, and try and work it out some that way. In the end, it's still going to have to get body worked and painted, which is fine. That's fine. We'll do that. Now, the other difference is, the guy that I was watching do it was doing it on a Suzuki, and this is a Harley. Now, I'm not saying anything against Honda or any of the other Japanese style motorcycles, because people that know me from way back know I love crotch rockets. I have been about as fast as anybody wants to go on them. Yeah. But that was an old life, and now we ride in cruisers. It is what it is. But I will say this. The metal that is in that tank is a whole lot stronger than what's on a Suzuki or Kawasaki or Honda or anything like that. It just, you can hear it. It just sounds more stout. But, you know, that's Harley for you. They might have outsourced their motorcycles at some point to Japan or China or wherever they get them made at now, but in 2005 they were still making them really strong. So, and somebody's going to jump in the comments, and I know they're going to correct me on that. Go ahead, don't bother me none. I mean, I see what I'm riding. What are you riding? Matter of fact, that's a good question. All my car guys out there, what are you riding? Are you riding something with 2 wheels? Or are you riding something with 3 wheels? Let me know. I'm curious to know how many of my buddies out there ride. So, I know of one for sure. So, yeah. Anyway, so we did some other things off camera to this bike. I'll show you. This guy here looks rough. So, we changed it. Much gooder, right? Right. Also, we got a new back tire on it. Yes, sir. Sure did. And I'll go ahead and tell you, for any of you guys wondering, this is a Shinko. It's upside down, but it's a Shinko. J&P Cycles online has them, and that was $163 for that tire. And for the price point, amazing. It is one of the smoothest riding tires you'll ever find in your life. Okay, I have no issues whatsoever with putting a Shinko tire on any bike. I've always been the one to want to run Continentals or Metzlers or something like that, but the Shinko, for the price point, really good. And I mean, I'm not just saying that. You can see I've been riding it. You can see the wear on it. I have been riding it. And then outside of all that, we slid these pegs here back just a little bit because they go just a little too far and my legs are too short to reach all the way up here. So we moved these back just a little bit. Outside of that, we went around and put all the chrome button caps on both sides. So those are neat little features. I still have some more I got to put in, like down there, but everything that is extremely visible is covered with the button caps. I need to put 2 more right there, but we got a bunch of them. The only thing that stinks in that kit is they don't come with any for those. Well, they do, but they don't fit. So, and I'm not gonna halfway it. So anyway, but we did both sides. And guys, them little caps just slide on and slide off. They have just enough of a tight fit that they'll stay. But yeah, they just slide on. We've got some more to go on the pegs, so we'll put those on too. But yeah, just odd that they don't give you any for the heads, but it's okay. It is perfectly fine. But I think it looks good. So we're going to keep rocking and rolling with it and keep enjoying it. So, yeah. While we're in the process of still building that guy. Update on this is the engine still isn't in the shop yet. The pogo that was ordered for this tube to go in there to give the seat some more vertical tilt and more spring on top of the bicycle springs don't fit, because where they cut the back of this bike off, they put a shim inside that tube there, and it is smaller, so now the pogo don't fit. And we ordered the one specifically for the 70 shovel head. And yeah, anyway, so there's that. We got the front taken care of on it. Oh, and also, one second, I'll show you the last part. So in the previous video on this, I had mentioned about this original rear fender. It initially sat on the bike like this, somewhere like that. And we had that other brake light that we wanted to use that goes under the edge of the fender. So, to customize it, I had decided we were going to turn this around like this, put it way down like that, and flare that in to where that brake light would fit under it. Well, that would work, but price point again being the key here, we got this guy. And this guy will set in like that, and that tail light will fit right under it. So, much better. Can't make it stay there, but anyway, yeah, we'll do it just like that, and that tail light will fit right in there perfect. So, yeah, let's get it off of here now without tearing it up. So that's what we're gonna go with. You could tell where they hammer and dollied some on this right around here, or maybe it heated up some, but yeah, that's fine. We'll take care of that in paint. So that's the updates on this. Waiting on the engine, or deciding on if we're going to get a new one. Still got to paint the frame. Still got to paint the fenders. The forks are like they're going to be. So we're getting very close to starting to make stuff go back together. So there you have it. Not a whole lot for this week, but just a little bit of update on what's going on. That tool, I'm sure it works on a bunch of different things, flat surfaces mainly, but in the corner of this Harley tank ain't happening. So it is what it is. Win some, you lose some. Not a big deal. I still highly recommend, if you have small dents and want to get them out, use that kit, because like I say, I seen it work. Just didn't work for me. Not on that. So no worries. No worries. Again, follow the instructions and be extremely careful, because the last video I watched, the guy did it and just had to go that extra little bit, and he popped the paint off of it. So be careful with it. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I know you didn't learn nothing, or maybe you did, but leave me a comment. Let me know what you're riding on. I don't care if it's a Harley, a Honda, whatever. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're riding on. And let me know what kind of projects you got going on. I'm always interested. Don't forget, y'all can find me on other platforms. American Auto or Brian Bell on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm even on TikTok. I don't hardly ever go on there, but I'm on TikTok. Check me out on the other platforms, guys. And remember, it's American Auto 20. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If it doesn't challenge you, it don't change you. All right, y'all have a good one, and peace out.